I said, around 8th grade, I mean, people just kind of picked on me before anyway, but it was like no big deal. Usually it's just like, wow, your voice is really high and squeaky, and it's like, I know, it's my voice, whatever. But, no, in 8th grade is when, kids started to really seem to get mean about stuff and, spread about rumors and, like I said, I had a mouthpiece. Two huge hunks of plastic that went through here, and then wires all the way along my teeth, so it's kind of hard to talk with. So, it was just to make fun of it. This was getting old, and eventually I just stopped wearing it more often. Dad was kind of upset. I was like, I know, it's making me a target. I really don't want to, but I didn't. It's not like I could say, hey. Because that's kind of more of the old school of, well, you just ignore it and they'll leave you alone. But it seems like nowadays it's not the case. It's just they do it because it's fun. They don't care if they get a reaction or not. And then eventually it just gets through no matter what. It wasn't exactly like acting out like, like delinquency as much as it was just like, I didn't want to work on schoolwork and stuff. Like, I used to be an A student and everything, and then grades and stuff just tanked. And Mom was like, well, maybe it's meds or whatever with ADHD and stuff, and puberty changing. And so, we got in, and then they're like, well, maybe Ben should talk to somebody. And so, yeah.
Did you start seeing like a counselor or a therapist?
Yeah, but that was mainly started in 9th grade, I think. Because by then, I'd had a full school year of the bad grades. My parents are like, what up? What's up? This isn't bad. I did go to a counselor at school a couple times, and I was like, this is getting really frustrating. Mainly, especially in Spanish class, I had this one kid who would just rag on my hygiene all through the class, nearly every day. It didn't matter if I had showered that very morning. He would say, wow, Ben really stinks and stuff to everybody. And it's like, that was the most frustrating part of that. I'm like, he needs to knock it off. And then it seemed like nothing came of it. And so, it just got more and more frustrating with that. And, things started, eventually, it just seemed like even the smaller things were bugging me. I was in band one day, and I came in, and I was already not off to a great morning, but I think I was running late or something, and someone was giving me flack, and they're like, oh no, you're lying about, running late or whatever, and they just kept going with it. I'm just like, I can't handle this right now. And by then, the doctor's like, if you don't, and he was like, I'll get a hold of the school and everything, and let him know. Ben says he needs a place to get away from somebody for a bit to cool off. He needs that place. And so I went to the teacher, and I'm like, I can't handle this. I need to step out in the hall, cool off. And he's like, no, you're just being manipulative. And I'm like, okay, I don't care what you just said. I'm going now. I don't care. And I actually went out in the hall, and I just kind of started crying, and I took out my cell phone, and I'm like, I can't handle this right now. And I had seen the Boys Town hotline thing on there, and at the time it's like now how it's mostly between parents and kids. It was just like, at that time they were doing kids that are having problems.
Yeah.
Like, you can talk to us. So I had called that, and I was talking to someone there, and he came out and he confiscated my phone. And I'm like, and he's like, well, who are you talking to? You're just slacking off and everything. I'm like, no, I'm like seriously trying to get myself some help here. And so, I'm like, wow, I don't even have that space. They're not listening to a doctor or anything. And so, it just kind of kept trying to tough out through it. There was another really major event, like I said, the event that me and my mom basically decided we can't stay in the school. I think that was a few weeks later. What happened was, I had a really bad day.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, at that point I'd given up on even trying to get away from it
Did you see it
because
snow yesterday?
teachers weren't listening to anything. So I'm like, okay.
It might, it's
And
kinda chilly.
by the end of the day, I was complaining to a friend. I was ranting about everybody, and this girl comes up and she just mouths
No,
off at
not
me
yet,
and
but it's
calls
getting there. They're
me
just
a
super
bitch or
warm.
something. And
Oh,
I'm like, yeah, and I lost it, and I just went was like, bam, against her, and I was just like, she shoved me out of the way,
Oh.
talking to my friend. And I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I just snapped, and
so I'm sorry, she shoved.
no,
you
I
with-
shoved
oh,
her. I don't know where along there, but at one point I was so frustrated with the school. Junior high counselors didn't seem to be doing anything, so I went down to the high school and talked to the counselor there. And it's basically like, what are you doing here? You have a counselor down there. And I'm like, she's useless.
Mhm.
And he's like, well, I can't really help you because you're not a high schooler. I don't know how it really shaped me other than, I guess, the fact that, I've had a lot of frustration with it, and
Mhm.
I don't really care for seeing other people just kind of bullying other people. Especially just if they're a little bit different. I mean, well, a lot of people like to say that it'll just get better, but
Mhm.
you still need to go talk to someone. Some people just kind of lock themselves up, but not everybody will realize that's a sign that something might be wrong with you. It's not wrong with you, if you're experiencing that problem, I should say. But so well, like Alex, who's no size or whatever, but
Mhm.
they're talking to him about it, and I didn't exactly go, hey, I'm having this problem, but
Mhm.
luckily my mom noticed this isn't my son, and so she got me somebody to talk to, and I opened up to the doctor, and he made it a lot easier for my mom to understand there's a problem here. And if someone knows there's a problem, they don't try telling others.
Mhm.
And if one person doesn't listen, two people don't listen, it doesn't matter. Find somebody who will listen. Because you will find someone eventually. I might not have found it in my teachers, I might not have found it in the counselor at the school, I might not have found it in the principal, but I found it in the psychologist. And he was able to tell my mom that, and my mom listened. They both listened.